Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today's video is a little bit different. We're doing a little bit of speculating for Phase 6. It was actually inspired by some of your guys' comments that got me looking into each and every one of these items. And so we're going to be talking about new class weapons in Phase 6, or if we are going to see the current class weapons that we have from Phase 5 be upgraded or changed into some way that allows us to take them forward, because these weapons were pretty significant and had some pretty amazing effects, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So with Phase 5, and probably one of the biggest things of content that we got here in Phase 5 were class weapons. So right here is an example of the mage class weapon, and while the quest line was pretty fun to go out there and do, it was sort of a one-off. After you're done with the quest line, there's not really much to do with it. And so like each one of these weapons for most classes has a unique effect. So this is the fire effect right here. When an improved Scorch is talented, targets hit by your blast wave will have 5 stacks of fire vulnerability applied to them. That effect is absolutely insane for any AoE, any trash situation. For a raid, you do a big pull, there's multiple targets. Like, I sometimes, if I'm being sweaty, I'll pop it on, press blast wave, and then pop it off just to put the fire vuln up on every single target for all of the fire users in my raid group, and it can be very, very powerful. Now let's take a look at the other effects here. So I'm going to go, here's the mage one, and then here is the Staff of Rhyme. While Ice Barrier is active, the damage done by frost spells and effects is increased by 100, so that's just 100 spell power for frost spells. And then Arcane is each time you deal damage to a target, the remaining cooldown on Presence of Mind is reduced by 1 second. So some of these effects are very game-changing and very powerful to bring with. While weapons are able to be swapped in combat, not all of them are easy to do, like a mage right there that I used for the blast wave example. What I think would be really, really cool is to either A, let us upgrade them to where they have more damage, more spell power, and it could be a fun little quest that you tie to the raid, because epic questlines are really enjoyable, and I had a ton of fun going out there and getting my weapon for my mage and druid. Or we have a little slot right here for our neck where we could definitely add another rune in there that could just simply be these effects. So like, you could put these equip effects on 3 runes, and now we have 3 new runes to go out and get. Example as a mage, obviously. Some classes, though, do not have effects, so that'd be a little interesting to see what they could do, but either upgrading or allowing that. So let's break it down and continue going over these weapons. So like Rogue right here, damaging finishing moves have a 20% chance per combo point to restore 10 energy, so that's really good. That could definitely be a rune. It's just more energy, and the thing is like, these weapons are so powerful, they change the way your class plays. And so when we go to the next tier, it makes it really weird, because like, some things are so powerful, like this Rogue one, then nothing else is like it in the game, that no matter what weapon drops from AQ, you're gonna be wanting that effect. Like, it just changes how you play the game, and it can be very enjoyable to play. I know rogues are very happy with theirs. Warlock here, a chance on direct damage spell to cause your next pet summon within 20 seconds to be an instant cast and not consume a soul harvest. So, and then the other one is harvest the soul of your summoned demon, granting you an effect that lasts 15 seconds. This effect is cancelled if any demon is summoned. So like, Warlocks could very easily have that be a rune where they're sacrificing their pets and summoning it in order to blast. It once again, just game-changing effects and mechanics that get added into the game, and then like, we're in a weird spot to change it. Now let's look at these. Paladin does not really get too crazy. Like, the weapon's insane, but it's just on hit effects. They could make it a rune, but like, it's a bit cheesy. Same here with Hunters. Like, yes, these could be runes to increase your run speed by 40%, and to instantly gain 1 extra attack with both weapons. That's pretty insane, so melee hunters love those. But outside of it, it is, you know, that doesn't seem like very rune worthy like the other weapons we see. Now Shaman, this one is probably the most important one. Summon totems grant a boon of their element. So each totem grants a boon of their element, and some of the effects with those are nutty and very, very powerful. So I know a lot of shamans, I think a shaman actually commented, which inspired this video, that like that should become a neck rune or something like that, because it is off the charts for how much it changes how you play the class. So I have not played the shaman, I don't know exactly what it does, I just know that it is OP. Then the next one we come to is going to be Druid. While the tanking and cat Druid one is just pretty basic, melee chances have a chance to steal life. That could be a rune, but we look at the caster and healing one. Critical effects from heals have a chance to heal 3 nearby allies for 200 to 350, and critical hits from spells have a chance to damage 3 nearby enemies for 100 to 175. That could very well be a rune. Fits perfectly. And so then we have the priest trinket. That's just going to be insane for the entire time, but they could do the read a prophecy from the tome, granting 100% increased crit strike on your next attack or non-periodic spell. However, that's kind of more of a trinket effect. I don't really see that transitioning well into a rune to be a cooldown, but it very well could be. When you go into Q, there's a lot of new gear that you can get. But those are all the class weapons that they introduced into the game, and I would really love them to continue with these and not just become sort of dead content or content we're not going to see. Like, Mage 1 is so nice to actually like swap this on, press Blast Wave, and then you can swap it back just like that, and you only miss 1 GCD if you're quick enough with it. But that's like an example of something I would do as a mage. But some of those things, like, I don't think a shaman wants to swap its shield, redrop all 4 totems, and swap its shield back to grant the effect. And even if they lose it, does the effect go away? Like, I don't necessarily know that. I can't really test it. Mage is definitely the most unique one for the staff swapping capabilities of swapping it on, blast waving, and taking it back off. So it's just a little bit of, thoughts that I had with this, guys. I would really love to know what you think. Do you think we should get some way to upgrade our weapons to make them more powerful? Because, like, even in Phase 5, the Mage one isn't even BIS for us. We use the Thunderin weapon and an off-tome just for the pure spell power. It's just slightly more DPS. So, like, it's super niche already. And going forward, do you think we should upgrade this content, or do you think this content, which was very new and sort of like one of the biggest things to do in Phase 5, just sort of dies off and goes into the oblivion? I think the biggest example we saw is they converted a lot of the tier Phase 3 Sunken Temple sets. They made those into runes going into Phase 4, or they added them on as idols or certain pieces of gear for those effects that were really desired and really sought after. So I think the merit's there, the precedent's there, and I think it'd be really fun to do and just sort of, build on past phase content and, sort of have that horizontal progression type ordeal that we see a lot in Classic, and not just pure linear upwards that eventually World of Warcraft becomes. But anyway, I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.